All right, Jerry, I can't wait any longer. Let's show some equipment.
Well, we should probably save the newest edition for last, but I know you can't wait.
You're right, I can't. These first two are just too much fun.
You're talking about SignWarehouse's new MP5 Mug Press and the SA-CP36 Cap Press. We'll look closely at both of them. We'll also talk about the SA-12 Swing-Away Press, the CS-15 Clamshell Press.
Don't forget the auto release.
And the new CS-15 AR Auto Release Clamshell Press. And, of course, the big SD-20 Swing-Away.
Look at all that green. And hopefully you'll be seeing a different type of green when you add one or some of these to your workroom.
Well, let's talk about the MP5 Mug Press. It's a super affordable way to break into the market of custom drinkware. It has an LCD control panel that's easy to read and maneuver, and it has various fittings for different size mugs.
Jerry, I'm tempted to call this press cute, but I won't. I will say how handy its size and portability is.
Especially since other brands only offer this feature as an attachment for a full-size press. The MP5 is fully autonomous, self-contained to do its job independent of any other units.
That unit lists for well under $300 at SignWarehouse.com. Now the MP5 is just one of our two new special presses. The CP36 is our new cap press.
Right, and these are so new that the current shipment is sold out, but we have some more coming in soon, and you'll be able to pre-order those at the end of the webinar. But this is another self-contained unit that is perfect size for trade shows or kiosk work. You could also easily take this to an event and create custom caps all day.
This is really a nice unit. It has the same LCD display that is easy to read, even if you're at an event with dim or maybe even extra bright lighting. It's spring-loaded and seals really well for a tight hold on the cap. It's just really easy to operate.
Yes, it is. I also want to point out that you can easily use this press for the rhinestone decoration we talked about a few minutes ago. You'll find that customers will pay a pretty penny for caps with custom designs in rhinestones.
All right, that brings us to the SA-12. It's a swing-away model. Jerry, what is the benefit of its swing-away design?
Well, we swing the upper portion away so that we can fit garments to the lower platen or remove them without bumping into the upper platen and consequently burning yourself in the process.
So it's mainly a safety thing, right?
Yes, but it's more than that. It's nice to be able to place items on the press without having to worry about singeing your knuckles. But it also has value relating to applications. When you need to press something thick like a mouse pad, a swing away gives you a better performance because the press closes straight down and applies even pressure front to back. A clamshell press is not ideal for thick items because it's going to put too much pressure on the back and not enough on the front of the item. So if you're dealing with a mouse pad, sweatshirts, hoodies, and the like, the SA-12 is the design you want. And we talked about how swing-away presses are better for laser transfers, again, because you get that even pressure all across the platen. So this is a superior design not only for safety but also for practical reasons.
Good point. Now we call this an entry-level press for two reasons: its size and its price. It lists around $350, so it's certainly affordable, and it has a heating element or plate size of 9 by 12 inches. Is that big enough to press a t-shirt?
Sure. You're just limited to smaller or mid-sized designs, but most t-shirt transfers are about that size anyway. And John, what's really cool is how the SA-12 uses every bit of that 9 by 12 heat area, providing even pressure and temperature throughout. In fact, the SA-12 has more pressing force than many other entry-level presses. Remember, force is one of the three key factors for a successful press. The SA-12 also has a threadable platen, the LCD control panel, and a very accurate temperature display.
All right, the next EnduraPress is the CS-15, and you'll notice quickly that this has a different look.
Yes, this is what we call a clamshell press because instead of lifting and lowering evenly, it opens up from the front and doesn't swing away. Now, we talked about the safety benefits of the swing away option, but some people really prefer this design.
Now, why is that?
Well, it has more press area than the SA-12, but it doesn't require nearly as much room as the SD-20. Remember, with a swing away, you need the table space or counter space the size of the press's base, but also the area to the side where you'll be swinging it out of your way. So you have to leave yourself plenty of room to the right of the press, or behind it. With the clamshell press, on the other hand, the footprint is no bigger than the base of the press because it opens straight up. The CS-15 has the LCD control panel, a threadable platen, and consistent heat across its 15 by 15 inch platen. This is our mid-size press. It's listed for under $500 at SignWarehouse.com, and it's a great product for heat transfer vinyl and sublimating apparel.
Again, this has been a popular press since its introduction, and now we have a variation of this same model with an exciting new bonus feature.
We've recently introduced the CS-15 AR. It's the same 15 by 15 press, but with an automatic release. That means the press opens itself when the timer goes off, which is pretty cool. So there's no need to hover over the press during your cycle. You just set it and forget it, and no more worries about burn shirts.
Now, I noticed this one looks a little different from the standard model. What else is going on here?
Well, the CS15AR also has the newer LCD control panel design that includes quick and easy access to the Fahrenheit and Celsius settings and quick calibration of the displayed temperature. You simply cycle through the touchscreens to select temperature, time, Fahrenheit, or Celsius. The fourth button allows you to adjust the display temperature if you need to. It only takes a few seconds to cycle through all these on your touchscreen, but it's really cool to be able to see and change these parameters so easily.
It's really a great new product. All right, there's one more EnduraPress, and it's the big one. The SD20 has a heating area of 16 by 20 inches. Perfect for full-size shirt designs or whatever you want to press.
And again, this is a swing-away press for safe handling as you secure or remove your material. It has the same convenient LCD control panel and presses evenly with consistent force and temperature throughout the platen.
Yeah, in fact, the press's design allows users to make all of the necessary adjustments for a perfect application. You'll have a great range of adjustable force, but you can also adjust the lower platen for a truly balanced press.
Yes, the SD20's consistent pressure makes it a good match for laser transfer paper. Also, John, you mentioned some of the modifications made in response to customers' feedback. One thought was that the press could get a little top-heavy, especially when you're swinging it at a 180-degree arc away from the platen.
And while we never heard that, we definitely heard your concerns, so we spoke to the manufacturer, and they were quick to respond with reinforced brackets for added stability. It makes for one power horse of a press, but at an unbeatable price under $1,000. So that's the rundown of the different EnduraPresses. We've also covered the various applications that can be performed with each. I think it's time to show a couple in action.